Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex. If you are new here, we are just going to talk about all of the things Mounjaro, Zepbound, Ozempic, Wegovy. I personally have been on Mounjaro, tirzepatide, Zepbound for 3 years. I've lost 185 pounds. I went from 365 pounds to 180 pounds. And then as of recently, within the last month, I did, however, gain 14 pounds. So I did not work out to lose the weight. I lost my weight solely on Mounjaro, Zepbound. I lost my weight solely with eating high protein, drinking a gallon of water, and just regular everyday movement. Okay, let's talk. As of recently, I've gained 14 pounds, and I do believe that that is due to a mixture of weight training. I've been in the gym. I've started hot Pilates, hot yoga. I've been doing way more movement. I've been walking 3 miles, not daily, but once a week I walk 3 miles once. And then throughout the week, I do go to the gym. I walk for 30 minutes. And then I'm also weight training. And I am weight training very heavily because I am trying to tone my body prior to surgery and see kind of where my body will fall and what my toning will look like prior to surgery. So that way, once I heal up from surgery, muscle memory will be like that. We won't have any issues. We'll be able to nip, tuck, snap back to where we were. I did gain 14 pounds in the span of 2 weeks, okay? Within those 2 weeks, I was not sleeping too well. I was not eating in the house. I was not mindful at all of what I was eating. I was really just, I don't want to say stress eating, but I was stress eating. I was emotionally eating, which I don't want to say I don't typically do because clearly I do that, but it's more controlled. During that time period, I also had not taken my injection in 2 weeks because, as previously stated in my last video, I was on antibiotics, so I didn't want to take my injection that same week and also be on antibiotics. I didn't know how the two would interact as far as side effects. So I didn't want my side effects to be worse than they were already going to be from what my doctor and I had discussed. So I held my injection for 2 weeks. And then after that 2 week mark, once I was done with my antibiotics, then I restarted my injection. Well, I probably would have been okay still taking my injection while also taking the antibiotics because, baby, by not taking my injection for 2 weeks, when I finally did restart my injection, I couldn't for the life of God keep anything down. I was not throwing up per se, but nauseated, bloated, constipated. I also strongly believe that those antibiotics put a brick in my back. Like, the constipation was so bad after I finished my antibiotics. And you would think that the antibiotics would really like clear you out. No, I was constipated so bad. It was to the point where like I felt like I had gained 14 pounds. Like I felt like it was a legit 14 pounds of fat. I did. I felt like I had a brick in my back. It was hurting. I had gotten like a gas pain in my side. It was getting a little brutal. So, I had made it a point I then took my injection. I still was in the gym. I still was doing hot yoga, hot Pilates. And I was just like, hey, I'm going to get back on schedule, get back on routine, and I'm going to get back to eating in the house. I do also think that the antibiotics was causing me to eat a little more loosely. When I say loosely, I mean very much so loosely. And then I wasn't really drinking a lot of water. I wasn't doing all of the things that I know that I should have been doing to maintain my weight and keep me where I want to be. I have no problem gaining weight. I have no problem with the scale going up, being as though the goal now is to gain muscle, build muscle, tone my body, and shape my body and like move muscle or fat or tighten skin, whatever we want to call it. The goal is to reshape and tone. So if I gain, a few pounds, 5 to 7, okay, cool. 14, that's where you've lost me. I'm sorry. Put it back, okay? You lost me. You completely have lost me. 14 pounds is actually insane. So, Last week I was very mindful. I had been 3 weeks consistent with going to hot Pilates, hot yoga. So, I said, you know what, since I'm doing that, I'm also going to be consistent with my water intake, because when you're doing hot classes, it's very easy to get dehydrated. I was also intentionally making sure that I was getting my regular water in, my vitamin water in, and then also having a body armor before my hot Pilates, hot yoga classes, so that way I did not get dehydrated. What I did notice, and you know, if you've done hot Pilates, hot yoga, hot classes, any type of things of the sort, let me know. I've always done my classes fasted, but the last 2 times, probably like every time I've done it actually, the last 2 times that I did it, I want to say, I was nauseous after, I was a little dizzy, like I didn't really feel too good. Now again, I don't think that that was a mixture of the antibiotics, because I've been off the antibiotics for like weeks now. But I always work out fasted. Anytime I work out, it's fasted. I don't ever eat anything, and I'm never not okay. I'm always perfectly fine. I might have some water while I work out in the regular gym, but anytime I do hot Pilates, hot yoga, I always have a body armor. There's no way to replenish your electrolytes that fast unless you're using like a body armor, a Gatorade, a Powerade, something with some sustenance. Regular water is just not going to do it. I'm sorry. It's going to go in and right out. Also, I do want to let you guys know that I was very, very, very much so intentional about eating high protein this week and also eating at home this past week. So, as you guys saw in our last video, I was making, and I think now I've made it 2 times, my grilled air fried chicken, the roasted sweet potatoes, and the roasted broccoli with the hot honey sauce on top. Baby, chef's kiss. I lost 2 pounds this week because I've been intentional about, first of all, I stopped going to the gym. I've been so tired. I've never been so tired in my life, okay? Never. Last week I was just really, really, really run down, really exhausted, really tired. Also, I can attest my hair is falling out. I can also say that it's not from the Mounjaro, the Zepbound. I'm so stressed out, or I have been so stressed out. The lack of sleep, the lack of, you know, eating like I'm supposed to, and not taking my supplements like I'm supposed to. My hair is absolutely falling out around my crown. My hair will grow back. I will be okay. All right. I've been very much so intentional about eating in the house and eating snacks in the house, and really, really, really trying not to veer off of what I know. So in one of my previous videos, I did a refrigerator restock. And in that video, you guys saw that I had gotten these naked smoothie drinks. Oh my God, chef's kiss. Mwah. I also wind up getting the mini ones, which are 10 ounces. The regular size ones are 15.2 or 15.5 ounces. The 15 point something ounces is a little too big for me. I can finish it, but it's going to take a while. The 10 ounces is the perfect size for me to grab one and drink it down and actually finish it. But I will say, if you are constipated, get you a naked juice. I have tried the green juice, the blue machine, and the mango. All of those I love. If you're in the market for the minis like me, you can get them at Dollar General. I haven't been to a Dollar General in years until I saw on DoorDash that there was a Dollar General who had the minis. Never saw them before. So then I had gotten them off DoorDash. They only sent me 4. I bought 8. So then I went around to all my local Dollar Generals and bought them all out. Sold them out. They only sell the green juice. So you can try that if you're into smoothies, because I do make my own smoothies at home, but it just got very time consuming. And then it was a lot to like take with me physically to work. It was just a lot to do. Just be able to grab and go is so much better than having to just do all this extra work. And then the pre-made smoothies that I was making, well, the fresh smoothies that I was making, it just seemed like, let's say I was making like 3, 4, 5, or 6. It was like, okay, after day 1, I'm not drinking that same smoothie because it's like separated, and I'm just not looking back at it. I'm not interested in drinking that anymore. So it just made sense for me to just go get them in my work bag and just go, you know? So I've been doing that. I've also been eating my Oikos protein yogurts. This time I did grocery shop a little bit. I got the mixed berry. I've never tried that one before. I've always just gotten vanilla or strawberry. So I'm going to try the mixed berry. I'm sure it probably doesn't, hopefully, doesn't taste too far off of the strawberry. I've not ever tried the blueberry before. Not really a fan of blueberries, but hey, hopefully the mixed berry is, you know, chef's kiss. And then I also have my protein granola that I add into it. So the protein granola, I think, is 17 grams of protein, and the yogurt is 20 grams of protein. So that's already 37 grams of protein in one sitting, and all I'm eating is yogurt and granola. Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. Also, people ask me a lot, like, do I count calories and am I counting sugars? I don't do any of that, okay? That gets way too tricky, too messy. It's just too much. I cannot and refuse to do that in my everyday life now and going further, that I only count protein and water. I'm just making sure that I'm intentional about eating 150 grams of protein daily, that I'm not worried about a calorie. Like, I had offered somebody a vitamin water because they weren't feeling too great. And I was like, oh, have one of my vitamin waters. You know, you need some water. Take this medicine. Drink this vitamin water. And they looked at the back and they were like, oh my God. Oh, it has 32 grams of sugar. And I was just like, okay. It's vitamin water. It's better than that Pepsi that you're about to crack open. What are we talking about? Like, what are we really talking about here? This has vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes. What are we really talking about here? I don't get into all of that. As I'm sitting here recording this video, I'm busting open chocolate chip cookies, okay? I don't know nothing about what y'all be having going on, but I don't count anything but protein and water, okay? Protein and water. I'm not counting any of that other stuff. It's really just too much. It just, when you get to counting macros and counting calories and doing all this extra stuff, it's really just, it's unnecessary, to say the least. It's very much so unnecessary for me. If you like it, I love it. But that's not something that I'm going to get in the middle of. That's not something that I'm going to start doing. I just have no desire to do that. I don't have any desire to know how many calories I'm eating. It doesn't matter. I'm losing weight and I'm able to keep the weight off. So I also do believe that the weight training contribute to my 14-pound weight gain, which is why this past week I stopped weight training, and I also stopped. I had to cancel my hot Pilates class this week because I had broke my phone, which is why this video is going up so late. Yes, I broke my phone, had to get it fixed and repaired. So, you know, with the iCloud and the storage, all that nonsense, we were waiting on Apple. So here we are. We are going to focus on the positives. We're going to focus on the future. We are going to focus on our present. And what is our present? Our present is eating in the house this week. I'm about to meal prep some more air fried grilled chicken, some more roasted sweet potatoes, and some more roasted broccoli. And then I am also going to pack my lunch for tomorrow, which will be the meal prep that I make tonight. It'll be a chocolate protein shake from Oikos, 30 grams of protein. Also be an Oikos yogurt, 20 grams of protein with some protein granola, 17 grams of protein. I'm going to add in probably a cookie, you know, for some extra razzle dazzle. I'm going to have some coffee in the morning. I'm going to take a 40-ounce Stanley with me to work, of course, because we have to stay hydrated. The key to losing this weight and keeping this weight off is to stay hydrated. So that's what I'll be focusing on this week. I'm also going to intentionally go back to the gym. Now that I know that me going to the gym and weight training, like, I didn't gain 14 pounds of fat. I gained muscle, and then I probably was still coming off of being on the antibiotics. So I'm just going to go a little lighter when it comes to the weight so that I'm not bulking as hard, but definitely toning exactly what I want to tone and shape. That is the goal for this upcoming week. Please let me know in the comments what your goals are this week. Let me know if you gained weight last week, this week, or if you lost weight. If you lost weight, that is amazing. If you gained weight, it's okay. It will come back off. It is okay. It will come back off and you will get down to your goal weight. and you'll be able to maintain it. I promise. I promise. Make sure that you guys are getting at least 8 hours of sleep. You guys are well rested. You guys are hydrated, and you guys are eating your protein. Make sure you guys are eating your protein. I cannot stress it enough. Y'all, there are so many comments of you guys saying like, hey, I'm not losing any weight. I've been on the medication for 3 months, or this dose for this amount of time. I'm not losing any weight, or I'm gaining weight, or I lost weight last week, but I gained 5 pounds this week. You're not drinking a gallon of water. For the people that are only drinking 40 to 60 ounces of water, you need to double it. You need to be drinking 120 ounces of water. If you're drinking a 40-ounce Stanley, you need to be drinking 3 to 4. If you are drinking out of a 40-ounce Stanley, you need to be drinking 3 or 4 Stanleys. I'm not going to lie to you. Nobody's going to want it bad enough for you. Nobody's going to lose the weight for you. You have to do it yourself. Nobody's going to drink the water for you. You have to drink the water yourself. Nobody's going to eat the 150 grams of protein. You have to eat it yourself. Okay? So, what's the goal for this week? Eat in the house, go back to the gym, go back to hot Pilates and hot yoga, drink a gallon of water, and eat 150 grams of protein. Oh, and also please prioritize your sleep and stop stressing. Please stop stressing. Me, myself included. Because it doesn't look good on us. Look, my hair is falling out. It's thinning. That's not cute. But hey, it's a topic for another conversation. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't forget to leave them down below in the comments. If you like this video and it was very informative to you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, don't miss me too much. Bye.
I got that diamonds on her arm, diamonds in her ears. She even wear that diamonds for a year.